Today is going to be so awesome. It's going to be very interesting and informative for you. We have someone very special that we're going to introduce you to. And I want you to know that heart health is important every day. 40,000 of our babies in America, 40,000 are born with some type of congenital heart defect. That is either the function or the formation, the form of their little hearts. I'm going to introduce you to someone very special. Please say hello to Lindsey. And Lindsey's going to tell us her story. Hi, Lindsey.
Hey, how are you?
Doing fine. As you can see, we have a little visitor with us as well, and we're going to get Lindsey to tell the story. But first, Lindsey, tell us, how did you find out that this precious baby was in need of open heart surgery?
So at 23 weeks, I had my anatomy scan, and that's when they told me that they saw something with Caleb's heart, and they referred me to a fetal cardiologist for them to give us a diagnosis.
Is that right? Now, where was this? Where did this take place?
We were in Macon, Georgia, and we did have to go to Atlanta at Children's Hospital of Eccleston.
Wow. Now, hearing that news, because we know love. Love is a powerful emotion. Hearing that news, what did you and your family think? What was your first thought?
I honestly just started crying. I was hurt, I was confused, I was lost, and I started to question God and wonder why me and why my son.
Oh yeah, that's so normal. That's so normal. I cannot imagine what that feels like. But you've got a great support system, and even with the transfer, because you guys moved up to that area, the Atlanta area, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
how did that work out? What happened there?
So it was hard, knowing that you have to leave your home, and my 1-year-old had to go with her grandma, so that was hard. But it was a blessing sent, because we knew that it was either we were going to be in a hotel or we were going to be at the Ronald McDonald House. But God sent us a wonderful couple, and they offered us to be able to live in their townhome with no expense.
Oh my God.
And it was just a blessing sent.
That's awesome. That is awesome. You know, we never know sometimes where it's going to come from. You know, we just kind of keep our feet moving a little bit and keep that prayer alive. And speaking of prayer, I saw something you walked in with. Is it the scarf or napkin? What can you tell me about that?
Yes, ma'am, the handkerchief.
Okay.
So this handkerchief, Caleb's Mimi prayed over that handkerchief, and I kept that handkerchief with me in my, Caleb laid with that handkerchief the morning of his surgery. He just laid in my arms with it.
Wow.
And I kept that handkerchief tucked in my shirt by my heart all day
Oh my God.
during the surgery.
Oh my gosh, that is so touching. You know, I know from experience what that feels like when you have your loved one go from your arms or rolled from your sight into another area. I know what that feels like. And I know that the power of prayer does work. So I stand with you with that. And he's so handsome. He's just so awesome. When you walked in with him, I thought, oh my gosh. Now, with the surgery, how long did the surgery take? Can you remember how long that? Because it feels like days, but how long was it?
It was like 10 hours.
Is that right?
I mean, it was so long because they took him back at 7:30, but then they're like, okay, we're going to call you in a couple hours, because that's when we should have him prepped and ready to actually begin the surgery.
Right.
And they had so many lines that they had to run, like for IV and medicines and stuff. They had a hard time getting those lines in because he's so small. So it took more time than what we thought it would.
Oh my gosh. So and absolutely, because I think if you said 6 days, it was 6 days?
He was 6 days old.
6 days old. So tell me a little bit about the diagnosis. Tell me what they're looking to correct. What were they doing?
Okay, so Caleb had a interrupted aorta arch. So the arch had a gap in it, and he had a double outlet right ventricle. So both of his aorta valve and his pulmonary valve were both on the left ventricle.
Okay.
And he had a large hole in between his heart. So they were telling us that this may require 2 surgeries, because they weren't sure if they were going to be able to fix the hole because of the location it was in. So yeah.
Wow. I'm just trying to absorb that and think. So you guys, did you start Googling then, or what did you think? All right, we trust God. I know that, because the fear is one thing, the apprehension. That does not say there's a lack of faith. That does not equate to a lack of faith. But when you're looking at this happening to somebody that you know and love, you're thinking, okay, what's going to happen afterwards? So what did the doctors say, to look for? This might happen. They give us that list of the possibilities, and it's like, gosh, I wish they'd have kept that to themselves. But
Right.
What did they tell you that you could look for, and then what happened?
So they, so I was expecting for them to tell me that we prepared his double outlet, or we did what we needed to do, and he's going to have to come back around 6 months of age to do the second surgery once he's gotten bigger. That's what I was expecting to hear, and just hear, hey, surgery went well, he recovered, he's in the recovering room.
Right.
But I heard more than that.
Oh, okay.
So the surgeon, he came up to me and my husband, and he said, yeah, everything went well, but let me tell you something. And I was like, okay, what are you about to tell me? And he said, I was able to repair his heart in 1 surgery.
Oh my God.
So when he told us that, I immediately just, like, me and my husband, we just, like, were like, what? Like, I didn't even ask, well, how did you prepare it? What did you do? What did you use? I just said, okay, thank you. Oh my God, you're God sent.
Yes.
Thank you. And that was it. And then it wasn't until the next day I was like, well, I need to know what they did.
Well, what happened? I understand. So they were saying everything went well with all the tests, everything. Because when they did transplants, for an example, they want to see that everything is working, including the kidneys, all the organs are functioning properly. So everything was functioning well, and his prognosis was grow tall, be healthy, right?
Well, yes, it was.
Somewhat.
But like you said, they tell you all of the what ifs that could happen from surgery. So Caleb's vocal cord ended up being paralyzed, because during the surgery the nerve was damaged. So Caleb's vocal cord was paralyzed after surgery.
So how does that work? What do they do?
So it's just time, and therapy with speech therapy gives it time to heal.
Right. So were you saying, okay, between now and then, how long would that take? Did they give you an idea?
They said usually in most cases they see results around a year after surgery. But by the grace of God, whenever we went to get his vocal cord looked at 3 months of age, the vocal cord was healed.
Oh my gosh. So now how old is Caleb now?
He is 4 months old.
4 months old. So he's baby brother, right?
Yes.
He's baby brother. So you have sister named
Mila.
You have Mila. You have a great support system, and I can tell the passion and the love. It's in your eyes and in your smile. There's so many moms out there that you are giving hope to, because, in the end, yes, there's the faith, and there are things we still do have to do. Sometimes we don't want to, but there's always hope. And that's what I say. When I look at you, that's what makes me smile too. So I appreciate that, and I'm congratulating you and your husband, your support system, and I know there's so many people that you want to thank. We will definitely be praying for them, okay?
Yes,
Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kayla.
No
Thank you, Kayla. What a good baby. Thank you for joining us. This and many stories we would want to share with you during the month of February 2021. We're not done in 2021. See you soon.
If anyone would like to reach out to me for any reason, to just have a friend or advice, you can contact me through Miss Cynthia. Just tell her that you would like to have Lindsay's contact information.
I'd like to thank Jill Adams and the friends at the Farmhouse McCullough. here at 417 South Houston Lake Road. We love this facility and we thank you very much for your efforts in joining us in the fight against heart disease.